he would leave a little something for her. How little or how much, Letty could only dream. 4 rows behind her, Jake thought to himself, if she only knew. She had no idea he was there or why. She would later claim she recognized his name because of the Haley trial, but she had never actually seen Mr. Gantz. In the center, on the road directly in front of the casket, Ramona Defoe sat with Ian to her left and Herschel to her right. None of their children, Seth's grandchildren, had been able to make the drive. Their lives were just too busy. Not that their parents had pushed to. Behind them was a row of relatives so distant they had to introduce themselves in the parking lot, and their names were quickly forgotten. Seth Hubbard's parents had been dead for decades. His only sibling, Ansel, was long gone. There had never been much family to begin with, and the years had decimated the rest. Behind the family and throughout the dim sanctuary, there were several dozen other members, employees of Seth's, friends, fellow church members. When Pastor Don McElwain stepped to the pulpit precisely at 4 p.m., he and everyone else knew the service would be brief. He led them in prayer and recited a quick obituary. Seth was born May 10th, 1917, in Ford County, where he died on October 2nd, 1988. Preceded in death by parents so-and-so, 2 surviving children, some grandchildren, etc. Jake spotted a familiar profile several rows up and to his left. A man in a nice suit, same age, same law class. Stillman Rush, attorney at law, 3rd-generation prick from a family of sane, blue bloods from the big leagues of corporate and insurance, or as big as they could possibly be in the rural South. Rush and Westerfield, the largest firm in North Mississippi, based in Tupelo, with offices coming soon to a shopping center near you. Seth Hubbard mentioned the Rush firm in his letter to Jake, and also in his handwritten will, so there was little doubt Stillman Rush and the other 2 well-dressed gentlemen with him had come to check on their investment. Typically, the insurance boys worked in pairs. It took 2 to perform even the most mundane legal tasks. 2 to file papers in court, 2 to answer a docket call, 2 for an uncontested hearing, 2 to drive here and there, and of course 2 to jack up the billing and pad the file. Big law firms vigorously worshipped inefficiencies. More hours meant more fees. But 3 for a quick funeral out in the boonies? This was impressive and exciting. It meant money. There was no doubt in Jake's hyperactive mind that the 3 had turned on their meters when they left their offices in Tupelo, and were now sitting over there pretending to mourn at $200 an hour per man. According to Seth's final words, a Mr. Lewis McGuire had drafted a will in September of 1987, and Jake figured he was one of the 3. Jake did not know McGuire, but then the firm had so many lawyers. Since they prepared the will, they naturally assumed they would probate